Good morning. We are off to my pony's first ever show. Today's a very big day because I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't actually told you all what your stable name is. And there's a bit of a reason for that, because when I bought him, he did have a name. He was named by the lady who bred him, and when I bought him, I had full intentions of just going with it, to be fair. However, once I got him home, and like after, I don't know, I feel like I'm never very decisive about anything. Like when Roxy was born, she didn't have a name for weeks. I feel like I like to try a name out before I commit to it. So he did have a name when he was born, and I kind of tried it out, and then we also tried some others out. So we have decided on a name. To be honest, we'll have for a few weeks now. However, I feel like today is the day that I'm finally going to make it official and tell the world about it. So yeah, I will let you know. I'm going to wait until the end of the day and get some nice professional photos and do a little post with his name. But yeah, I feel like he suits it. So yeah, I'm very pleased. But I'm on my way. I'm not that much behind schedule. It is probably about 7:45, I think. I think our little show thing is about 10:20, and the venue we're going to is literally 15 minutes away from the yard, so it's not very far at all. But I'm on my way up now. I've even put waterproof trousers over my jods today after yesterday's disaster, when Monty took himself into the field in the mud, and I had whites on, and it just wasn't ideal. I'm just trying to rack my brain and make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Yesterday I was very last minute and I was stressing lots of people out by not being very organised, but I basically didn't even have a tweed show jacket until 8:30 last night, nearly 8 o'clock. And one of my friends was like, "You can come borrow mine," but my friend's quite smaller than me and I wasn't convinced it would fit. However, it does, so we're going with it, which I'm really pleased about, because if that didn't fit, my options were getting a bit more radical. Is that the right word? Maybe not the right word, but yeah, it is definitely the better option that did fit. So yeah, I've got a tweed jacket, I've got like some yellowy stony colour jods on that I had, I've got a short shirt, I've got my dad's tie, I've dug out my short boots, I've got my skull cap with the black silk on, which is the best I could do. I did have like a navy velvet hat from years ago, but I wasn't sure if it would even fit on my head, and then when I found it yesterday, it had some like orange gloves stuck to it, which had like disintegrated over the top of it, so it had orange marks on it. So I was like, yeah, I can't use that anyway. So even if it did fit on top of my head, I was like, it doesn't look great with orange bits on it now. So yeah, I went to the shop yesterday, bought some new gloves, because to be honest, my right gloves, I've seen better days. I'm desperate for some new white ones, but even just like my black ones that I would normally wear like for riding, like there's one pair that I need to locate, and the other pair are just absolutely like disintegrating in my hands. So anyway, I bought a new pair yesterday, not the normal brand I go for, but it was all I had, and to be fair, they seem alright. So I got some of those. I got some black platin bands because I have greys, so my platin bands are white. And my baby pony has a black mane, so yeah, I thought, gosh, I need some platin bands. Anything else? No, I think that's it. My friend's going to meet me at the yard. She's probably going to meet me there because she lives closer. I've got 3 to turn out. Need to hitch my trailer up and then just get him ready, basically. He's not getting like bathed or anything like that. He's a baby, he's 8 months old, and it's his first show, and I've already had him like, gosh, I got him at the end of December, just before Christmas, so I don't know how long that makes it, but it's not very long. It's not even 8 weeks, I don't think. So yeah, I'm not going to traumatise him by bathing him or anything in this cold weather, so he's just going to have a good brush. Hopefully his whites aren't too dirty, and hopefully I can get them clean if they're not, because to be fair, they were quite clean, and then yesterday went through the mud and made them very dirty again, but hopefully they've dried. Hopefully I can brush them this morning, get some plats in, and hopefully we'll be on the road. He was such a good boy when I practiced loading last week, so I'm not worried about him like not loading or anything, because he just walked straight on. And I did it 3 times to check it wasn't a fluke, and he was like, yeah, cool. So fingers crossed, which is really good, because when I bought him, he came from like South Yorkshire, I think. So it was like, I would I'd definitely say it was over 2 hours, maybe like about 2.5 hours. So for a first drive, that is quite a lengthy drive. And it would probably be a bit traumatic for him leaving like his home and his friends. But he travelled like an absolute pro. And then, like I say, last week when I got the box out, he was just like, yeah, cool. Whereas I thought he would be like, absolutely not, you would not put me on there again. So yeah, hopefully that's a sign of how easygoing he is going to be, because he just takes to everything so well. But I'm gonna go because I have a cup of tea and I had 2 biscuits to eat. I'm feeling the tiredness this morning because I was out competing early yesterday with Monty, and then by the time I did all my jobs, and I managed to get the partitions out of my trailer because I'm going to travel them in my trailer with the partitions out just loose, just because that's how I travelled them when I bought them. And although he's really good like with leading and tying up and stuff, I just would hate to like tie him in the trailer for something to go wrong, because I feel like we'll just get him used to travelling a bit first like this, and then when he gets a bit older and stuff, then he can learn about being tied up in the trailer then. But for now, I don't think there's any reason why I can't just travel loose. And like I say, we're not going far anyway, so I'm just going to put some straw down in the trailer, stick his haylage at the front, and hopefully it should just go straight in. But it's raining, which isn't ideal, and he has a full coat of like baby fluff, so like fluffy like a teddy bear, and it's gorgeous, really nice coat, but it's not going to look so great when he gets soaking wet. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go because I want to eat my biscuits. I'm starving because I'm very hungry, because I worked quite hard yesterday, and I definitely need a lie-in tomorrow, although I am thinking about going for a jumping lesson, but I'm going to see if I can do it in the afternoon so I get a lie-in first, because tomorrow's my last day off. Like, I've just been so busy these days off, I just haven't had much time to sleep, but I've done lots of productive things, and Monty was very good at dressage yesterday. I will do a bit of a post about that shortly. So yeah, I'll catch up with you when I get to the yard. Morning ponies. Hello little man. He's so big day today. And some breakfast. Yes. Okay. Loves like inside. Hello. Can I see you? Oh, hello, sir. What have you got on your head? He's like, oh, he's straight on it, good boy. Good boy. Oh, you're a bit sweaty. I'm just going to do a little bit of a voiceover over some of this footage, because if I'm honest, I'm not going to crop it all down. Like, I want to leave it all in the video, because the whole point of uploading this is just having it online, so that in years to come I can look back at it and see what his first show was like. Like, he was so good. It was such a massive ask, like, of such a young horse. Like, I think at this point I'd owned him 7 weeks to the day. When I went to buy him, he'd been sedated that day just to get his head collar on. So in 7 weeks he's just came on so much, and the fact that I felt that I was able to take him to a show where there's other horses, I could travel him there, safely handle him, get him to trot around, which I wasn't really sure if he would get stage fright. But if I'm honest, it was just trying to like contain him. I've obviously got ankle injuries, so there's a limit of how fast I can run. But he was like, yeah, cool, we'll trot. Like, he would have quite happily trotted out more, but I'm a little bit restricted as to how fast I could run with him. But he did so well. He was just like, yeah, cool. And he got a little fright there at there was like glass, not glass, like perspex, so you could see in the warm-up, so you seen the horses come past and got a little fright. But he was really so good, and I really could not follow him at all. I'm actually really excited because I'm going to take him out to another one this month, just because I think it's so good for them, just to like see the world a little bit. Like, there's no real pressure or expectation. Like, he just has to walk around in a circle with other horses and do a little bit of trotting. So I think for like a young horse, I think that's actually really good for them. And I think you'll really enjoy it. I think this time he might actually be a little bit more wild, because you'll kind of know what it's about a little bit more. But I just think it's really good for that education to kind of do it when they're this young, when they're a bit smaller, and before you then like asking them to do stuff like ride them or whatever. I've never actually done any in hand before, so it was very much the blind leading the blind. I had a bit of guidance from a few of my friends who do a bit of showing, but as you can see, this lady here, she does a lot of showing. She's right into it, but it was all just a good learning experience for him, even just to like see a different environment and just see other horses. So yeah, I'm absolutely delighted with them, and we have lots of lovely photos which I've inserted at the end. I ended up buying 10, but I mean, it's only that first show once, and he was very cute. He got a little bit sweated up travelling, and I mean, he does have a full winter coat, whereas obviously some of the horses here were clipped out. But yeah, he had a full winter coat, and he was in the middle of shedding and then sweated up a little bit, and then it was raining outside too, but you know, he doesn't look too bad considering. I'm hoping when we next go showing at the end of this month, I think it's the 29th of March, hopefully by then a lot of these like winter fluff should have came out. But look at him, such a good boy. I feel like he just enjoyed it. Like, he just loves exploring. Like, I'm really excited for him, because I think he's just gonna love doing stuff, if you know what I mean. Like, look at him, just quite happy to have a trot around. Yes, I don't know, I was just delighted with him. I just had absolutely zero expectations. We came second in this class, so we're qualified for the, I don't know, is it like a championship class or whatever? He had a little leap around, but honestly nothing terrible at all. And I love that even when he does get a little bit excited and explodes, he's still very controllable. He like doesn't like almost pull you over. He just has like a bit of a leap around, and then he kind of settles back down. So yeah, he's such a good boy. I'm absolutely delighted with him. He's gonna look very smart when he's older. Look how tall he is, considering I think he probably was only 8 months maybe here. And bear in mind, I'm 5'11", so I'm very tall. He's going to be a big boy, bless him. But yeah, I'm just going to leave all of this footage in. Obviously, I'm aware that not everyone will want to sit and watch the full thing, but for me, like I want to have the whole bit, and I don't want to crop it down. So yeah, just skip through the bits that you don't want to watch. But even like when we have to stand in a line, like I'm just so pleased at how he stands, and you know, it's such a massive ask for like a little baby to just be like, okay, cool, we'll go with this. But yeah, here we go, lining up. Oh, bless him. He actually did some really nice halts as well, but typically when the judge came to look at him, he wasn't standing square. But I mean, goodness me, I'm not taking any of it that seriously. But look how well he's standing, considering the other horse is dancing around and that one's away. His little head shake, that's his little signature thing that he does. But yeah, I'm gonna shut up and stop talking now. But yeah, just feel free to skip past this bit, because I'm aware it does go on for a while. But there's some cute little photos of him at the end that I've uploaded.
If we could have a Sarah Green and Tiffany Atherton, 2 ring 2 please. That's Sarah Green and Tiffany Atherton, 2 ring 2.
One class.
Thank you.
careful, please. 8 years.
Do lack of honour. I've left a little bit in here of, this is like the warm-up bit outside. I'm pretty sure that this was before we went into the first class, so it's not actually in the right order, but I thought I'd just leave it in because the warm-up was a bit manic. There was horses everywhere. There was this big coloured horse, which I don't know if you'll see on here. It was like leaping around, cantering around, like coming past my little colt, who, you know, it's his first outing. So he got a little bit excited and he did throw a few shapes in the warm-up, but all just such a good experience for him. Like, I mean, he'd never, actually I'm lying, he had been in an indoor arena because where he lived with his breeder, they had a big indoor arena which he'd been in. But just to like rock up at a different venue with so much going on and just walk straight into like an indoor arena full of horses with the lights on, like chaos everywhere, loads of loud noise, like I couldn't have asked for more of him, bless him. He was such a good boy. It doesn't look too busy in here, but I can assure you it was really full. I was like kind of trying to stay out the way in the corner because I just wanted to try and settle him. But he was really, really good. So yeah. Back home and all these plats out, and here's some of the photos. These are just photos on my phone that I've took with these little frilly, and then oh look at his little lip, the itchiest boy because he was sweaty and wet. But here's all the professional photos that I got. You can see his little fluffiness and wetness, but how cute does he look? Like I just thought, like I just need them. I just need all 10 of them, every single one. But yeah, he was a good boy.